Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. I have a very interesting topic for you today. 8 years of Narendra Damodar Das Modi government. Acha, this was the same government that promised you
अच्छे दिन वाह.
Now let's talk in detail whether we actually have Achhe Din or we don't have Achhe Din. ठीक है ना? So that's my topic for the day. Let's get right into the show. So today's editorial is going to be slightly different. I'm going to try something new today. In fact, I'm going to copy Narendra Modi ji. I'm going to copy him. Okay, so let's try something new. I'll tell you what I mean by this. You see, all this 550, 540 odd editorial that I've done, I've been giving you my views, I've been giving you my analysis, I've been giving you my facts, my figures, so on and so forth. Okay, so I've been talking to you. So this 8 years of Modi, I am not going to talk to you. I am rather going to listen to what you have to tell me. Okay? And I'll tell you why I said I am copying Narendra Modi. I'll tell you that. 1 second. But before I get into that, I want to tell you, see, why I decided to take your opinion and possibly also in the process help you form an opinion is because, you see, if you were to ask about this 8 years to a right-winger, to a person who supports Modi and who likes Narendra Modi government, he would say that, 8 years was fabulous because, 1 billion vaccinations. He would say, CA got implemented. That is a good thing according to him. And, abrogation of Article 370, Ujjwala Yojana, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and toilets and all of that. There'll be a list they will give you. A list. Balakot. There'll be a list they will give you as to what are the achievements of Narendra Modi government. If you ask the left, they will say, what achievements? They will say, demonetization is the biggest problem. They will say, the way Article 370 was abrogated. They will talk about CA, which is an unfair law according to them. They will talk about the farm laws, which was later repealed. They will talk about all of that. So, let's keep all of that aside. Let's keep all of that aside. Now I'll tell you why I said today I'm going to copy Narendra Modi. I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to ask you.
आपका फायदा हुआ कि नहीं हुआ?
I'm going to ask you that question. ठीक है ना? So we will go one by one. You answer whether whatever I put up in front of you, whether that happened, whether the answer is in yes or whether the answer is in no. And end of the editorial, you will figure out whether the 8 years of Modi government has been good or the 8 years of Modi government has been bad. My only humble request to you is, end of this editorial, please write a comment down as to whether you feel this 8 years has been good or the 8 years has been bad. And I will also request then my viewers to go through this editorial and go through all the comments down and you form your opinion whether this 8 years has been good or has been bad. So fair hai? It's a fair way of deduction. So let's go ahead. Hua ki nahi hua? The first thing, very basic thing, the first thing I want to ask India is the last 8 years. Are you happy with the life that you have? That's my first question. It's a very basic question, but that's my first question. Answer whether it is yes or whether it is no. My next question is, again, a very basic question. Paise kama rahe ho? Are you happy with the money you are earning? Do you earn enough with which you can run your family decently? Do you earn enough? That's my question number 2. My question number 3 is related to question number 2. Has your savings increased? Acha, theek hai, that is actually 3A actually. My question number 3 is, do you have a saving? Then 3A, if you have, has it increased? My question number 4 is, have you made any investment lately? Ghar naya, bigger house, a new house, a farmhouse, a chota land, any sort of investments, major stock, anything. Have you made an investment lately? That's my question number 4. My question number 5 is, are you happily employed? Do you have a job that you are satisfied with enough salary that you take home? Are you happy with your job? Rather, do you have a job? That's my question number 5. My question number 6 specifically are for businessmen. Are you happy doing business in India? Are you happy with the compliance? All the compliances that you see, are you happy with them? Are you happy with the GST? Are you happy with your direct taxes? Are you happy with the processes, registration of companies, all of that? Are you happy doing business in India? Do you think it's easy, it's good, it's fine, sab theek hai? Are you happy doing business in India? My question number 7 is the government helping you? Is the government helping you to do business? Is the government supporting you to do business? Is the government supporting you to grow? Is the government supporting you to make money? Or is that making money is only for few people or few companies, handful of companies in this country? Is the government actually helping you to make more money, make more wealth, so that you can have more wealth and you can distribute more wealth to your employees, to the people who are working with you? Is the government helping you? From a community perspective, in the last 8 years, have you seen more hospitals in your vicinity? Think about it. Have you seen more hospitals in your vicinity? Have you seen more hospitals come up? Have you seen more schools come up in your vicinity? Have you seen them? Think about it. Let me know. Write down below in the comment box. Do you feel, question number 10, do you feel safe in the city you are in, town you are in, village you are in? Are you feeling safe? And I ask this question especially to the girls. Do you feel safe? Can you walk out at 1 o'clock in the night and say that, you see, nothing is going to happen to me because my law and order, my state is going to protect me? Do you feel safe? Another very important question, question number 12 is, can you express yourself? Can you speak freely? You are in a democratic country. You have the right, the freedom of expression. That is your core right. Do you have the right to express yourself without fearing a backlash? I can go and talk what I feel. If I feel I am offended, I can say I am offended by the government. If I feel a minister has done something wrong, I can go out and say that the minister or the prime minister has done something wrong without, I being penalized or I being having raided or whatever. Do you have the right to freedom? Can you express yourself without fearing backlash? This is the question I want you to ask yourself. We've got so many schemes. Every day we have a nice sounding scheme. Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao, Jan Dhan Yojana, that Yojana, this Yojana. They are beautiful sounding names, schemes. Lovely, which is great, fantastic. Once upon a time, there was a 59 minutes loan scheme also, if you remember. Lovely sounding schemes. I want you to ask yourself, are you a beneficiary of any of those schemes? Has your family, you or your neighbors benefited on any of those schemes and that really made a difference in your life? I want you to ask yourself. Then we will decide whether the scheme was good or scheme was bad, or we can sit and discuss and argue and all that. But ask yourself, have you been a beneficiary of any of the schemes, the government schemes, those good looking, good sounding schemes? Okay, so that's another question I want you to ask. I want you to ask yourself. And my last question for the day that I want you to ask yourself, and I think this is one of the most important questions: is your child Is your child growing up in the same environment which you have grown up? Is your child growing up in that same environment? Is your child, are you happy? Are you happy with the environment in which your child is growing up? I think that's the most important question. And I leave you to decide for yourself. You answer these questions. And if your answer to most of these questions is yes, then I guess अच्छे दिन आए हैं. Good days are here again. Good. Narendra Modi has delivered what Narendra Modi promised in 2014. He has delivered what he promised to India. But if your answer is no to a lot of these questions, or most of these questions, or possibly all of these questions, except for whether there is ease of doing business, if your question is no to all of them, then, then that's the report card that Mr. Modi should be shown and Mr. Modi should be aware of. Watch the entire episode. Watch this entire episode. Answer the question, hua ki nahi hua? Then put your comments down and possible read other people's comment, whatever they have written. I guess the summation of this exercise will give you the answer, will give you the progress report, a genuine progress report. Progress report not created by a person sitting in a studio, but progress report created by you people. That will give you the progress report of Narendra Damodar Das Modi's government and Modi's last 8 years. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.